Hey, it's your main man Cliftone in the best place to be, Cliftone's Corner. Welcome back for another installment of our Survivor 50 series. Now, I know I have really been slacking with the Survivor 50 content, but I am here to bring you guys up to speed a bit. I've missed a lot of coverage, and we are well near the end of the season at this point. So what I'm going to do to go ahead and pick up that coverage is go ahead and record a recap for multiple episodes at one time. So this episode here that we're currently in will cover episodes 4, 5, and 6 of Survivor 50. This is part 1 of the Survivor 50 catch-up. I was going to do everything episodes 4 through 9 in one episode, and I really thought about how I run my mouth and how that would be a very bad idea because that would be a very long episode. So what I'm going to do is break everything down. So episodes 4 through 9, splitting those in half, doing 4, 5, and 6 right here, right now with you guys. 7, 8, 9. That's going to be part 2 of the breakdown. And then 10, 11, and 12 is coming up very soon. It has not premiered yet. 10 and 11 have premiered at the time of recording. 12 has not. I may wait on that and then record that batch too. Just make that part 3. And that'll have us prepped and ready for the finale. But let's just dive into it. So let me make sure first and foremost that I am correct in my standing about what happened at the end of the last episode. Okay, so I think what I have is correct. So we're gonna go ahead and dive right on in. My notes may be incorrect. They are a bit old. Some of the stuff is, oh man, I can't even tell you. But hey, we are going to dive right in right after Q is voted out of the game. The tribe swap happened, all that good stuff. Our castaways have a Survivor 50 talent show. And honestly, I hate shit like this. Like on Survivor and Big Brother, I hate these things. But nonetheless, it's not about my opinion and what I like or don't like. But during this little segment here, Genevieve is going to do her Genevieve thing that she's been doing, and she finds yet another Billie Eilish Boomerang Idol. It's her second one this season, and just so you guys know, so we all remember how it works, she has to give it someone on another tribe. It can only be used on them, and if they are voted out before they can use it, it boomerangs back to her. So with a little thought, little strategy, Genevieve picks Rizzo to be the recipient of this Billie Eilish Boomerang Idol. That's going to build that trust with Rizzo. And then in the event that he is a target and he is voted out, she gets her idol back. Hello. That should always be the goal here. But moving on, because we cannot spend too much time on any one segment, I'm going to try my best not to make this an hour-long episode or half hour or whatever. Bear with me. But if we are going to roll through this thing. I will let you know that. So heading right on into this episode's challenge, it is a double header. We are playing for reward and immunity in the challenge Arch Nemesis. In this challenge, it's pretty much set up where players leap into the water and swim to a platform. They got to retrieve 2 buckets that are like suspended, return to the boats that are filling with water, bail out the boats, so basically using the buckets to scoop the water out of the boats. And then there's also sandbags in the boats, so they'll have to take those out. So eventually, the ultimate goal is to get their they have like letter cubes and whatnot, so they can spell a puzzle. They want to get those in the boat, get the boat to shore, get the pieces out of the boat, and then build an arch puzzle, Arch Nemesis. Build an arch puzzle spelling celebration on both sides. And this has to be done correctly on both sides. Letters facing the right way, correct colors on the correct sides, all that good stuff. Um, and then just to, like, I'm sorry, I can't sit and go through the whole entire challenge because of the way I talk. We will be here all day, and I want to go through everything and like my little opinions. And I'm doing it. I'm going on a rant. Let's not do that. But they're also playing for reward outside of the immunity in this challenge, and this is one of the most immersive rewards so far this season. They get to hang out with Zach Brown. I had no idea who that was. I'm sorry to this man. But yeah. So Zach is gonna catch fish for the tribe that wins. He's gonna cook for them, play some music, and all that little good stuff. I Who asked for this? Who asked for it in the hands of the fans? My ass. I didn't ask for this. But Kahlo wins reward and immunity. Sela wins immunity, and Vatu loses, and they're heading to tribal council. Also, they lose their flint as a penalty for losing the challenge. And again, to that reward, again, Zach Brown, he quote unquote caught fish for the tribe. There was a lot of contention on social media if you were on there around the time this episode aired. A lot of, is it a conspiracy theory? Basically, he didn't catch the fish. He played it like he did. They were saying like the fish that he speared, it was on a net or a rope or something like that. But yeah, so but they spent a lot of time on this episode on Zach Brown, on how he feels about Survivor. He even got a confessional. Now, there's a lot of players this season. There's a lot going on, and that time could have been spent better elsewhere. I'm sorry, it really could have. I don't know this man. I don't care for this man. He really brought nothing to the game, in my opinion. So it was, I mean, he quote unquote caught some fish, but somebody from Fiji could have caught them same fish and just brought them to the sanctuary. And you know what? Y'all should just get him like Outback or something. Like, oh my gosh, that. Whatever. He played his little music and whatnot. I mean, it's not little music. It's not little music. Let me not do that just because I don't know the guy. But they get the experience. They get the time to have this experience of the cooked meal by Zach, the music by Zach, and all that good stuff. So they get to spend this time together. Bond a little bit. Zero stress. You shouldn't be talking about the game. Who knows what happened in regards to the game? I don't recall seeing any game talk, but you don't see everything on a TV show. So come on. Bopping on over to our challenge losers, Vatu. Everyone's pretty much on different pages. Ozzy wants to go for Angelina. Mike and Angelina want to go for Emily. The others want to go for Mike. It's all over the place. So as we head on into tribal council, Jeff is pretty much asking the tribe about the trust within the tribe, the communication breakdowns, and whether players feel secure or uncertain or yada, 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 yada. You know how Jeff tries to get to feel the feel. Pretty much no one is trying to, when they talk about the Jeff, no one's really trying to reveal much of what they're trying to do. Everyone's acting vague, and some players are throwing hints here and hints there, and you can kind of tell that players know, and they get that feeling that the information isn't flowing as they would like it to. And of course, Jeff is going to ask whether the vote's straightforward or not, and the hesitation in this tells everything it needs to. This tribe is not unified, and the vote definitely tells that. Angelina casts one vote. Not Angelina cast vote. Whoa. Angelina received one vote. Of course, she cast one vote. Angelina voted for Emily along with Mike. But Ozzy voted for Angelina. Mike and Angelina voted for Emily, and with 3 votes from Christian, Emily, and Stephanie, Mike White is our latest boot from the game. Um, Now this was the look on Mike's face. I felt so bad for him. You could definitely tell that he did not know this was coming. He felt like he had more days in the game. And I feel like when you feel that secure, you should definitely know your time is coming. So as we move right on along, we are heading into episode 5. And now just to put a nice little pretty bow on episode 4, this tribal revealed some things that, of course, are being hidden. And now everybody knows who stayed loyal, who tried to redirect, and who's working together. And once that information is out, the game changes. And with that, we are done with episode 4. Genevieve expanded her influence with yet another Boomerang Idol. Kylo strengthened their bonds through that major reward with Zach Brown and that amazing meal. Vatu collapsed under pressure with the vote out of Mike White. He was eliminated in such a fractured tribal council. And that split vote definitely revealed some tribal divisions. Rolling on through this bad boy, we head into episode 5. Open Wounds. It is the night after tribal council. This is right after Mike was voted out. And the mood is tense as hell. This wasn't a clean vote like we just went over. So emotions are high, as to be expected. You should have known that with the look on Mike's face with the way he walked out. In Survivor, you have to know how to, especially after a moment like this, move on. And what I mean by that is not let the emotions of everything take effect, but right now this tribe is dealing with frustration and hurt feelings and questions about, can I trust you? Can I trust you? Can I trust you? Are you gonna vote with me? Are you gonna vote with me? Are you gonna vote me out? Oh no. Can I work with you? But can I trust you? You might blow up my game. I don't know. And so as we end day 9, well, night 9 rather, and head into day 10, this tribe is unsettled as could be. And speaking of starting day 10, we get tree mail with a twist. The next day, the tribes arrive at the challenge expecting a normal round, but of course, Jeff immediately changes the game. He announces that only one tribe will win immunity, which means 2 tribes will go to tribal council, 2 vote outs will happen, and this means that your pools are much smaller. You can't really have error here. Not even your pools, because the tribes are already small as they are. But with 2 people going, and with this tribe swap that just happened, there's a big possibility. We have Ozzy and Siri now cross tribal. What would happen with that? We have Devins and Christian cross tribal. I was talking about the idol they hit at tribal council. Well, what's gonna happen with that? So with something like this is something that could really shake up the game. So you kind of get fearful for your favorites, and you hope they can pull it out. So now everybody knows losing, you're not just losing Flint, you're going to tribal. Period. You have to win this challenge. There is no choice. And speaking of the challenge, Spiral Architect, this is how it goes down. 2 players have to swim out and retrieve 4 coconut bags, each with keys. They dig under a beam before they get back, and another player dumps the coconuts and searches for the keys. A new player uses said keys to unlock a grappling hook, and then the hook is used to retrieve sandbags. At the last stage, players must toss said sandbags onto the elevated platforms that we're used to, and the first tribe to land all 5 wins. And of course, Callow pins it out once again. So, of course, when you lose a challenge, you lose your Flint. So both tribes are losing their flint, and both tribes must go to tribal council. Not having that flint is gonna be a cold night back at camp. I hope y'all have something set. Um, so that's what we have strewing and brewing. There's no reward this episode. Like Jeff really was sticking it to him hard. So let's jump over to Vatu for their pre-tribal strategy. And compared to the previous episode where we had all their milling about and whatnot, it's pretty straightforward with this one. Angelina is the decision. They want her out. There's no major counter strategy. There's no scrambling. There's no other plan. It's just Angelina, which can kind of tell you that, hey, she's not really in with anybody. She doesn't have any protection or anything like that. And then as well, the tribe sees this as like something clean, easy, quick. Let's do it. No one will be mad about it, as opposed to Mike White. But everyone agrees. And at tribal with Fatu, Jeff chooses to focus on the fallout from the Mike White vote and how the tribe is feeling now. And there's none of the caginess from before. Everything's calm, cool, collected, and you can just tell from the way they're talking, their mind's made up, and you got to go. So, with a unanimous vote, Angelina is voted out of Vatu. So, what I am going to do super quick is hop back to pre-tribal at Sela. Now, as we shift over here, the tribe is completely different. And then this is where things get like fully exposed. So, throughout this episode, there's been some tension between Rizzo and Charlie. Is it Rizzo and Charlie? No, Jonathan. No. Is it Rizzo and Charlie? No, yeah, it's Rizzo and Charlie. And Rizzo comes up with Operation Bad Blood. Charlie's just super Taylor Swift fan, huge Swiftie. And then like the brain on Rizzo, he does. I'm just sitting here now, just clicking in my head like he could possibly win this season if he keeps it up. He's kind of going on the same trajectory that he did in Survivor 49. And Rizzo can kind of see that Charlie, Jonathan, Rick, they are forming this group. And if this group forms and this group gets the power, then Rizzo is done. Rizzo is out of here. They're going to come for him. He knows that Charlie is... It's you or me, bud. It's you or me. So in order to kick things off and make things happen, Rizzo brings in Sari, D, and Camilla. So they now have the majority of 4 against Charlie, Jonathan, and Rick. They're voting for Rizzo. Sari, D, Camilla, and Rizzo are voting for Charlie, which makes it a 4-3 split. And that's pretty much what happens. That is what happens. Jeff goes into, of course, as always, trust and loyalty and fallout from emotions and everything else. And of course, that's one of the things that's always, I feel like that's brought up at every single tribal council, if not every other, but the trust and the broken trust and this, that, the third, you can tell people are talking in a way that, of course, they don't want their votes to be clear, but that 4-3 split does happen. Sari, D, Camilla, Rizzo voting for Charlie, Jonathan, and Rick voting for Rizzo. Which means Operation Bad Blood was successful. Oh, go ahead, Rizzo. And RIZGOD, I like that kid, man. I like that kid. He's doing his damn thing. Well, it's another W for Sari as well. I always love seeing Sari get points in her corner. And as we cut away from episode 5, Kylo is continuing that dominance. Like them steady winning. They wiping the floor with y'all. Y'all need to get up off the floor, please. Congratulations, Rizzo, for a successfully executed plan. That was chef's kiss. And what is even to chef's kiss is Cerie's influence, her hold on these people, her power. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. And the game shifts yet again as we head into episode 6, The Blood Moon. Now, this episode, it's going to kick us off on day 11. And baby, we're merging. We are merging. Um, I don't know if my notes are completely correct because I cannot fully remember if it was an immediate merge or I know they didn't earn the merge, but sometimes they go. I don't know. I don't know. But the new merge tribe name is Manolevo. Manolevo? Manolivo. Manolevo. Manolevo. Then this is where all those old tribal lines they're going out the window. Well, not all of them, but those pre-game relationships, those pre-gaming that took place. We come on now, it's Survivor 50. We know some pre-gaming took place out there, and those people get to come together if they weren't on tribes already. And in addition to that, we do get those new alliances forming as well. And of course, we get our pairs back together. Christian and Rick couple back up. Suri and Ozzel. Oh my god, I was going to say Fessel. Suri and Ozzy couple back up. And Rizzo and Colby couple back up as well. And then, excuse me. And all at the same time, we have the people intermingling and all these new bridges and bonds and strategies. And at the same time, Abby. Oh my God, what is going? See, if I put down the wine, I'd make it somewhere. I would. But Ozzy is going to actively work to repair things with Emily. He wants to build some trust. If I'm not mistaken, at one point, I think he said that she was his day one or something like that. He shares his information about his idol, which is something super dangerous because she runs her mouth. She's in my draft, but be careful. And he's also going to reconnect with Christian as well, giving back his shot in the dark. Basically, hey, I trust you. Thank you for giving this to me. Trust me with that. And all that good stuff. Coming up is the information war. Like, oh my gosh. So, Suri is going to inform Genevieve about Aubrey's idol. And then Genevieve is gonna run all around camp like it's a high school, and she's gonna spread that information like she don't like Aubrey. And yeah, so everybody needs to know she got this idol. And then Genevieve is also going to go to Ozzy and let him know that she was the one that gave him his idol, that first Boomerang Idol she had. Remember, we spoke about that before in the previous episode. She gave that to Ozzy. That's how Ozzy had that. Ozzy got his extra vote from Q at that little challenge way. It feels like it was 50 years ago. He gave that to Suri. All that good stuff. But Genevieve does keep quiet about the one that she gave to Rizzo. She does want to preserve that a bit. That way, if Rizzo does get voted out and it boomerangs back to her, no one knows that it boomerangs back to her. So, which is perfect. Like, hide some stuff. People love to tell every damn thing. Like, please. So, with that information coming out, everyone knows that there is a lot of idols floating around here. So, of course, when idol talk floats around, Flushing idol talk floats around. With that, you have to know when to strike, how to strike, and we will see all about that. Suri is, wow, she's still doing her thing, and to see in Survivor 50 this mix of old school versus new school and old school blending with new school, Suri is, wow, she is something to be studied as an OG old school quote unquote player. Suri has come into this game, and honestly, I feel like a part of it, she's using her star power. She does has she's that bitch. Um, she's coming in. She's playing her old school game with her loyalty. She has her ride or die with Ozzy, but she's also managing to, um, is it ingratiate? Is that the word I'm looking for? To like get in with the get in, and she can flex, and she can get in and make an ally and a partner out of Rizzo. And she's choosing this new school mix of old school type of gameplay, and I'm really enjoying Suri do Suri as well as play in this modern time. Now, Mama knows Suri ain't no challenge beast or nothing like that, but when it comes to this social game, baby, it's it's. But the main twist for this episode is going to be the blood moon. And a part of that, there is a twist introduced. There's something hidden in the jungle, and players have to go scrambling to find it. And I mean, Aubrey's climbing, Rick is running, Kobe is hurt, and he's hobbling around out here. But ultimately, Ozzy, my main man Ozzy, finds the advantage that sends him to exile again, and it's like, oh my god, what did he do to deserve this? He didn't deserve this at all, at all. But well, kicking stuff. But Ozzy does have to pick someone to go with him, and he picks Rizzo. So on Exile Island, Ozzy and Rizzo are able to bond with each other. They take this each of them as an opportunity to kind of build trust with the other, all that good stuff. If I'm not mistaken, this is where the trio with Sari kind of comes together. I think they talk about that a little bit. I didn't put it in my notes. I don't know if they did or not, or if that was the next episode. But this is amazing for Ozzy and Rizzo because they are on Exile. They're on Exile until after the vote, so they don't have to compete. They don't have to go to tribal. They are safe from the vote and just able to chill out here with each other. I mean, they don't have shelter, or they have to make their own fire, things like that. But hey, you're not going to tribal. Like, come on now. There's going to be 3 tribal councils. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Because I didn't even explain the twist. I'm talking about 3 tribal councils. So, Jeff introduced the Blood Moon twist, where players split into 3 groups of 5. That's what we had to get 2 others away. Each group will attend its own tribal council, and one person will group. One person per group will win immunity, and 3 people will be eliminated tonight. Of course, one from each tribe. Well, each group. In the challenge, chimney sweeps the cheerleaders. I'm going too fast, and I need to get off the one. That's really what it is. But the players must brace themselves between 2 vertical walls, use their hands and their feet on small footholds, and at intervals, move to smaller footholds. If you drop, you are eliminated. This is all endurance, all about that pain tolerance in those feet. And there are 3 colors. There's magenta, teal, and orange. And then whoever lasts the longest overall, I was just talking about Outback earlier, Applebee's Feast will be the reward for their team. And the winner for the magenta team is Christian. The teal team's winner is D, and the orange team's winner is Stephanie. Stephanie also lasted the longest overall, so she won that Applebee's Feast for her orange team, and they're going to get full Applebee's meals, the little shark bite drinks, all that good stuff. Time to kick back, relax, and enjoy the shade. So I'm going to speed past reward and all that good stuff straight to the Blood Moon and our 3 tribal councils. So the players are split and sent to their beaches to strategize. They strategize, and then we get to tribal. Now, if I go through each group's strategy and everything like that, um, I'm just for sake of taking up time. But you know what? I've been talking a lot anyway, so I may as well. Um, so the orange group is up first. I'm gonna go through pre-tribal, then tribal for each group. Orange group up first. We got Tiffany, Camilla, Jonathan, Chrissy, and Stephanie with immunity. Tiffany wants Chrissy out because of the lack of their relationship and her jury threats. But Stephanie wants to flip to target Camilla. Jonathan gets in the middle of old school versus new school because he's been doing this weird ass thing to where he wants to kiss the ass of the old school, while also acting like he's with the new school, but he's been brown nosing the hell out of the old school. Um, yeah, and he's also like obligated to people anyway. But at tribal council, again, as always, the conversation is going to center on trust, where to position yourself for the long term, and of course, like we knew it was gonna happen, Camilla. Camilla is voted out. She was actually blindsided. She did not know she was gonna be voted out, but that flip that Stephanie did, that did get the votes to get her out, and she's our first boot. Um, Now here on to our next group, the magenta group. Their pre-tribal strategy. Aubrey, Rick, Joe, Genevieve, and Christian, who is immune. Their pre-tribal strategy. Genevieve is in danger here. She's with nothing but her enemies. They know that she's an idol threat. And like, but what can she do? She pitches to take out Rick, but they want her. They want her bad. They want her bad, and they go for her. But in lieu of that, I mean, Genevieve goes out swinging. She plays her shot in the dark. Unfortunately, she's not safe, and she is voted out with the 4 votes unanimously from the other people on the magenta team. Last but not least, we have the teal group, which had Sari, D, Emily, Coach, and Colby. Colby had no vote, and Colby was injured as well. Pause. Because somebody should have immunity. D has immunity. Yes, D has immunity. I am sorry. Notes are messed up. But Colby is injured. He does not have a vote. D has immunity. And then Sari, Emily, and Coach are floaters. The debate of this tribal is Coach versus Colby. Coach because he's fucking Coach. I'm gonna try not to be cursed like that. But Coach because he's Coach. If you know Coach, you know. And then Colby because he is hurt. He's injured. I mean, what can he do? There was a point that was brought up, which was very smart. Very, very smart. Vote out Coach because Colby will be removed from the game soon anyway because of his injury. And I found out after that episode that was 1000% true. They wanted to pull Colby before even tribal council, but Colby begged to go to tribal. But, you know, it is what it is. That we know Colby's going. From what I'm saying there, they made the stupid choice and did not vote out Coach. They voted out Colby. I would have gotten Coach voted out, and then Colby would have gotten medically evac. That's 2 people out of the game. I'm closer to my $1 million. Like, what? It's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. Jeez. But that's it. That's it. We got to the end, man. We got to the end, and that Blood Moon. It wasn't just the 3 eliminations. It really destroyed whatever little power structure there was. Things do have to move around now. I mean, they had to move around anyway with the merge, but then merging them and then splitting them up and then doing this, it shakes things up. It accelerates the game a little bit. which we definitely need because we have way too many people to be playing a 26-day game. Um, just to wrap up episode 6, the merge just completely exploded on the scene. It's here to do its big one. All the idols are floating around. Uh, Ozzy and Rizzo do their big one. They avoid tribal council altogether. Any danger, don't even have to do a challenge, nothing like that. Camilla was blindsided. Genevieve, the threat that she was just wiped out of the game. Thank you, Twist. I mean, I'm not saying thank you. I'm just saying, like, that's what a twist will do to you. It'll screw you right on over. And Kobe exits the game as well. They should have let him get evac'd. They should have let him get evac'd. They should have let him get evac'd. But that's it, you guys. I've gotten to the end here. We've gone through episodes 4, 5, and 6. This says 4 through 9, but this is not 4 through 9. This is just 4, 5, and 6. And yeah, that's it. So at the moment, we are heading into, I guess, like our first like individual immunity things and things like that. That'll be in our next set of episodes with episode 7. We'll see what's going down in that. And then with that as well, I will be trying my best to bring this next set of episodes to you as soon as possible. That way, this upcoming Wednesday when episode 12 premieres, we can go ahead and get that recorded up for you guys and things like that. And then in our next episode, episode 7, that I'll be covering, not episode 7 for me. Jeez. We'll have our first jury member, 10th person voted out of the game. And then after that as well, as I'm waiting for the other things to go on in the Survivor world, I'll be transitioning, moving over, kind of sort of, to 90 Day Fiancé Season 12. Now, I've been a huge 90 Day Fiancé fan. I kind of fall off here and there. But it is Season 12. I was going to try to come up with something, but I don't know what's special about the number 12. So I'm just going to move right along. Big Brother, I'm hoping some news will drop any day now. We are running up on the summer. It'll be here before you know it. It really, really will. I really, really miss Big Brother Canada. So I thank you guys for tuning in to yet another episode of Cliftone's Corner. This has been part 1 of the breakdown. I will catch you on part 2, and we will do episodes 7, 8, and 9. Thank you so much, you guys. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.